17th birthday, and also show you guys a road trip snack haul that I got at Aldi's to prepare for the road trip. And of course, while I chew gum and blow bubbles. So anyway, let's get started because I don't want to make this video too long. Okay. I am gonna say we went to New Orleans, Louisiana, and New Orleans is only 6 hours from us. Well, which wouldn't be considered a very long road trip, right? So when you see some of the things I like packed, you might think that's a lot for a 6-hour road trip, but these items that I bought, I knew weren't just gonna be for the way there. I knew that my kids would eat them on the way there while we were on the road trip, and then also on the way back. And if still we had leftovers, I would just keep them for like different outings or park dates, or for snacks for school, or my husband would take them to work. So it wasn't things that would go to waste. That's why I was okay over preparing, and in situations like this, I always like to be over prepared than under prepared. So anyway, and I don't have this stuff with me because it was already consumed, but I also made sandwiches, one sandwich each per person. So I made egg salad sandwiches for my husband and my 2 older girls, and then I made ham and cheese sandwiches for my 2 younger girls. And then I also packed them each an individual little bag of berries. The bag contained raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries, of course, like pre-cut, pre-washed, and like pre-cut, and then in their little bags labeled with each of their names because it's all different amounts, And then I also bought, which also are not here because they already drank them, but like the little little probiotic yogurt drinks, because we left so early. We left here at 5 in the morning. Wait, no. We left at 6 in the morning. And I knew that was going to be too early for them. They were going to fall back asleep, which was what we were hoping for, which most of them did. But in case they woke up or they didn't fall asleep and they were hungry, we wouldn't have to stop right away to get them breakfast. I would just hand them their little fruit bag with a little yogurt drink or a granola bar, and they could like just eat that to hold them through while we were we got breakfast. And that did work because I think it was like 2.5 hours into our road trip. The ones that fell asleep woke up, and they all ate their little berries and their yogurt drinks. And then like 45 minutes later, so almost 3 hours into our road trip. Wait, I'm lying. 3.5 hours into our road trip, we stopped for breakfast at Chick-fil-A. So the fruit, like the pre-prep fruit, worked for what I needed it to because it was able to like hold them for a bit. So anyway, now, and I also packed waters and sodas, and I packed mini waters, like the waters are like 8 ounces, the 8-ounce little bottles, and then I packed bigger water bottles, and I packed sodas as well. purposely saved this juice to be able to include it in this video. And after this, I'll go put it back in the fridge and one of my girls will have it, because one of my girls actually wanted to drink it today, but I was like, no, wait, okay. And then now I'll put it back in the fridge and they'll be able to drink it. So that's pretty good. It doesn't have a lot of sugar, and it says it contains 41% juice. So that's good. Honestly, I'm not too I'm not too strict on them not consuming sugar. But sugary drinks, like it's a balance. I'll let them have one sweet drink a day. So, and they can pick if they want to have it for lunch, breakfast, or dinner. And then after that, the rest of the day is water, unless it's a special occasion, or unless we're going to like an event or a holiday or something. Then I'll be like, okay, you know what? It's an exemption to the rule. You can have more than one sweet drink, but that's just like for their health and so that they can get used to like liking water, but also like a balance. You know, it doesn't always just have to be water, because even us as adults sometimes we don't always just want to drink water, you know. But anyway, okay. So the next thing I bought was these vanilla chip granola bars. There's one left in here. Actually, no, two left in here. And it's an 8-pack. We've had these before. I mean, I haven't had these before, but everybody in my family has had these before, and they really like these. These came in handy because they didn't eat them on the way there, but they ate them. I brought them along on my diaper bag. While we were out exploring New Orleans, and they came in handy for my some tapping. They came in handy for my little my two smaller girls. And then on the way back, they did eat more of these. All of my girls, they really actually ate more snacks on the way back than on the way there. Okay, so these, my husband actually requested these because he actually likes these. Okay, next thing was these twisted fruit ropes, strawberry pomegranate flavor. It's an 8-pack, and they really like these. There's none left, as you can tell, because they really love them. And they love them so much that at the hotel we ended up staying at, there was literally an Aldi like a minute away. On our way back, we ran out of water, so I stopped at the Aldi to pick up more water, because it was also the closest grocery store to us. And I picked up more water, and I picked up another pack of these because they really like them. And this is the apricot mango flavor. I didn't try any of these items because I'm not a big snack person, but they really like these as well. I think there's only like, it's 4 of them left in here, and they'll for sure go through these. I also haven't been letting them eat these snacks because I wanted to make this video for you guys. But after that, I'll give them the green light to go ahead and they will tear them up. Okay. So next is these Sims mild smoked snack sticks, which is like some beef sticks. It's 14 of these, and I think it's let me see how many we have left. They're like this, like just little beef snacks. They have like a slight kick to them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. And all of my family eats these except for me. best. But everybody else likes these. And to pair with these, I bought a pack of string cheese, but again, the string cheese is gone already, so I didn't bring it. But like, I would either give it to them just like this, or like the together the meat stick with the string cheese. Okay. The next one is these chocolate bliss pastry crisps. Pastry crisps. I don't know, like words with like anyway, these pastry crisps, I've had these before. These are good. I bought them before and all my girls love them, so I bought another pack, but they didn't really they weren't really interested in them in the road trip. But again, it's okay because they'll get eaten. That, like, my kids love snacks, like I said, and they will eat these, and they're pretty good. They're really crispy, and like the chocolate flavor is not overpowering. It is just like a good little like snack. Okay, like a little sweet snack. Okay. So the next thing I bought, I hope this doesn't make too much noise. Sorry if it's loud. Sorry, I had to burp. Okay, it's this sweet vanilla flavored kettle corn. Do you see it? The back is kind of torn up. So it's just like kettle corn, which if you're not familiar with kettle corn, it's just like sweet popcorn. And then it has sprinkles. And this one is vanilla flavored. Oh, it's so good. So, so good. Me and my daughter, my 8-year-old, we really liked it. Me and her, we really love kettle corn. So we really liked it. My other girl is not so much. But that's okay because just me and her, we did enough damage. My husband also likes kettle corn, but he's not such a sweet snacker sometimes. Sorry for dropping you guys. Let's see. Okay. The next snack that I bought was another granola bar. These are the sweet and salty nut bars, the almond version, or the almond kind. And these I have it's a pack of 6, and there's still 4 bars in here. These are pretty good. I have tried these. I've never, well, let me rephrase that. I've tried the original Nature's Valley brand. I've never had the Aldi's brand, but I've also tried the Great Value brand from Walmart, and they're also good. So I'm guessing these will be good. The 2 of my girls that ate them like them, so I'm guessing they'll be good. They're good, I mean. Okay. So the next thing I bought was these squeezable types of these chips. Can you see them? These I bought to accompany the sandwiches, and also to just like snack on and stuff. And I only have out of the 18 pack, I only have 4 left. So safe to say they really like these. Yeah, and so and I also took these. The Reese's Pieces. These are really good. If you've never tried them, I definitely recommend. And you like peanut butter, I would recommend you try them. They're like tiny M&Ms, but instead of just filled with plain chocolate, they're filled with peanut butter, and then they have like a chocolate shell outside, and they're so crunchy and addicting. They're so good. But I didn't get a chance to open these because then I thought about it, and I was like, no, it's chocolate, and like the older ones, they're okay with just like having it in their hand and like eating it, you know, like eating it quick. But the little ones, they'll hold them in their hands like as they eat them, and they eat slower. And I just didn't want it to turn into like a chocolatey mess, if that makes sense, you know. So I was just like, it's okay, I'll save these for like popcorn. If you like sweet and salty popcorn, these are so good with popcorn. Like if you're watching like a movie or you're at the movie theater, so good. Anyway, yeah, that was our snack haul. Along with like the sandwiches that I told you guys earlier that I took, and the fruit and the cheese, and then I also took like the little yogurt cups. And so the sandwiches we ate as soon as we got to our hotel. Like we took our luggage down and got settled in, and then I fed the girls the sandwiches, and then we snacked on the chips. And then after that, we took off to explore New Orleans. We did a ghost tour, which was pretty fun. My daughter really liked it. It was a lot of walking, but she really enjoyed it. We went to celebrate our 15th birthday. I can't believe she's 15. Time flies. It feels like just yesterday and I know parents say this a lot, but it feels like it was just yesterday that I was like in labor, losing my freaking mind, thinking I wasn't gonna be able to pull through. And now look at us. Here we are, 15 years later. But anyway, so we did the ghost tour. We walked around the French Quarter. We looked at some of the street performers. We got beignets from Cafe Du Monde. I think that's how you say it. She really wanted to try them, and she really liked them. They were really good, but they were just so messy. Because if you've never had beignets, they're like little like pillowy, like fried kind of donut. Ow. They're just good. They're like little pillows, like of dough, fried and then covered in like powdered sugar, lots of powdered sugar, and they're very delicious. And they serve them to you like hot, which makes them even better. But they're just so messy because they're covered in powdered sugar. So anyway, so we did that day, and then we were just so tired because it was a travel day and we had done a lot of walking. And then we went to look at the Mississippi River, and then we went and grabbed dinner and went home. I just showered and fell asleep because the next morning we had a swamp tour that we had to be there at 9:30. And that was pretty nice. It lasted like an hour and 45 minutes. We didn't do the airboat tour just because we have younger kids and there's like an age requirement for those. But we did the flat bottom boat, but it was still nice. And we saw alligators and raccoons, I think, which I didn't even know raccoons lived in swamps. And then we saw like owls and different kinds of birds. And my daughter got to see her favorite flower, which is the iris. And surprisingly, there was a lot of irises at this swamp that we were at. And we got to see a giant snapping turtle and a giant fish. I forgot what the name of the fish was. It started with a T, but it was like this big. And yeah, after that, we went to the gift shop and the girls got some gifts. I mean, some like stuffed, some alligator plushies. And then my daughter got this really big one. It's like this big. And she named it, Chicken Wing, because the guide on the captain, that was taking us on the swamp tour mentioned this alligator that they called Chicken Wing because she's missing, like, he said part of her leg or something. But we didn't get to see her, but my daughter was just tickled by that idea, so she named her alligator Chicken Wing. And then after that we drove to the French Quarter, which was I think like 45 minutes from where we were. We went back to the French Quarter because my daughter wanted to try this restaurant, and we had lunch there at that restaurant. And then after that we finished up our lunch, which took quite a while, and then we went and walked around the French Quarter again. Did a little sightseeing, and then not too much. And then after that we went to our original plan was actually to ride the trolley and to the Garden District and go look at the houses in the Garden District, and also like walk through the neighborhood and do some shopping on Magazine Street. But when we got to the trolley, it was incredibly full, like so full. There was people even standing, and I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna fit in there with our family of 6. So then we had to change plans. So then we decided to just go explore the French Quarter for a little bit more. And then, which was kind of a bummer, but it's okay. I would like to go again next time for a little bit longer to do some different tours. Like I mentioned it to my daughter that they had like this 8-hour, I think, like tour of like a plantation, and I believe it included lunch. I'm not sure, but it seemed like something like nice to do. But anyway, yeah, after was my 2-year-old and my 4-year-old, and so I was pedaling and pedaling, but sometimes we'd go kind of uphill, and my legs were tired. I was like, boy, I haven't worked this hard in a long time, but it's okay. It was fun. The experience was nice. And then after that, there was a guy selling, I think, lemonade snow cones. So we got some lemonade snow cones. And then it was time for us to head like back to our hotel room, and we stopped and got dinner, and then we went to our hotel room and showered and just chilled for a little bit, and then we went to sleep. And the next morning we had breakfast at the hotel. We slept in a little more, had breakfast at the hotel, and then like took our time packing, got ready to leave, and then we left. We couldn't stay longer because of just things with my girls' school, but they were able to miss school Friday. We have this tradition with our girls for their birthdays where if their birthday falls during a school day, they have the option of staying home from school, and we'll take them out to eat like on their actual birthday, since they're missing school, and then we can do something else, some like fun activity that is like inexpensive if they are having a birthday party or a celebration. If they are not having a birthday party or some kind of celebration, then they can choose to have a me day, which is a day where they get to do whatever they want. So like they get to decide like what we eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like, and it can be like out, and then they can get to decide like what they want to do. If they want to go to the movies, they want to go to like a trampoline park, if they want to go, like really just revolving around them and whatever they want to do. But if they want to do a party, a birthday party, then we won't do like a full-blown me day. We'll just like take them out for like dinner, for like lunch or breakfast of their choice, and then we'll do something like I said, something that's inexpensive, like going out of the park or grab snacks and have like a movie day at home, or something like that. And they really, really love that, and I really love that little tradition also. But yeah, that was our trip. It was really fun, and it was nice, and my daughter seemed like she really was loving it. She loved New Orleans. We got to see a couple other things. Like we got to see like this, one of the tour guys told me that it was like a newer tradition, or like, but I'm not sure if it's new or if it's old. Like, I might be wrong. I'm just saying what she told me, but she said that the couples will get married and then they'll hire like a band that'll play jazz or like honestly I don't remember the kind of music she said, but it was like very lively music, and then they'll just like dance up and down the streets with like their family, the people that were in the wedding with them, and they'll have like a police escort following them so that like they don't get hit by a car or something. And it was just so cute. We got to watch that, and yeah, it was just really nice. It was so sweet to spend family time with my girls, and like I said, what matters most is that my daughter had a great time. We didn't get a chance to cut her a cake, but we got her a cake when we got home, and we got her a bouquet with tulips, which is some of our favorite flowers. Her favorite flower, top favorite flower, is an iris, but which, fun fact, I didn't know that irises were poisonous, or so they said when we saw them at the swamp, and I was like, that makes sense why I can never find them at the freaking grocery stores when I go buy flowers. I mean, I might be wrong, and they might sell them at the fancier flower shops, but baby, that was above my budget. So, you know, but the grocery stores have very nice flowers. I've always gotten bouquets, like for my daughters or my husband, from the grocery store, and they've always been beautiful as long as you take care of them and like keep up with them, you know, excuse me, and change out the water and stuff. They will, like, they're very nice. So anyway, sorry for the ramble. I always end up rambling even if I don't try to. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I hope that your week is everything you need it to be and more. Okay, thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for your support.